Here is a number that should make you stop and think. The average American retiree today spends 33% of their entire income just on housing. 1 out of every $3 you earned your whole life gone. Every single month. Now here is the question nobody is asking. What if that number could be under $800? Not in a dangerous neighborhood. Not in the middle of nowhere with nothing around you. I am talking about real American towns. Towns with history. With healthcare. With friendly neighbors. With good food. And yes, with rents that most Americans in 2026 would simply not believe are real. Today, I am going to walk you through 8 of those towns, one by one, with real numbers, real data, and real reasons why your money goes dramatically further there than almost anywhere else in this country. Let's go. First, let's get crystal clear on what we are actually dealing with. As of 2025, the average monthly rent across the United States sits at $1,636. That is $19,600 a year. And in states like California, that average climbs to $2,700 a month. Now think about this. The average Social Security check in 2025 is around $1,907 a month. That means in California, rent alone would consume 142% of your entire Social Security income. That is not a housing market. That is a trap. But here is what the big financial channels are not showing you. There are towns in America where a retired person on Social Security alone can rent a decent apartment, eat well, see a doctor, and still have money left over. Here they are. Town number 1, Danville, Virginia. Danville sits along the Dan River in the southern part of Virginia, just 1 hour from Greensboro, North Carolina, and 90 minutes from Raleigh. Here is the number that stopped me. The average rent in Danville, as of 2025, is $875 a month. That is 54% below the national average. And the overall cost of living in Danville is 31% lower than the U.S. average. Groceries run nearly 3% below average. Utilities, 9% below. Transportation, 10% below. Now here is something remarkable about the population of Danville. Over 40% of its residents are seniors. This is not a town that tolerates older adults. This is a town that was literally built around them. The Dan Riverwalk Trail winds for miles along the river, perfect for morning walks. The historic downtown has been revitalized with restaurants, shops, and galleries. And the median home value is just $146,000. For a retiree on Social Security, Danville does not just work on paper. It works in real life. Town number 2, Beckley, West Virginia. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. West Virginia? Really? Hear me out. Beckley is a small city of about 17,000 people in the Appalachian Mountains of south-central West Virginia. The average rent here is $812 a month, 48% below the national average. The overall cost of living is 25% below the U.S. average. Housing costs alone run 40% lower than what most Americans pay. And here is what you do not expect. When you hear West Virginia, Beckley has 3 hospitals nearby, including the Beckley VA Medical Center, which is a significant advantage for veterans. It has an Amtrak station within 10 miles. It has an airport nearby, and it attracts up to 1 million visitors a year to Tamarack, one of the country's most celebrated arts and crafts venues. West Virginia also does not tax Social Security income. Let me say that again. West Virginia does not tax Social Security income. For a retiree living on their monthly check, that is money that simply stays in your pocket. Town number 3, Nacogdoches, Texas. Say that 5 times fast. It is pronounced Nacogdoches. And once you know it, you will not forget it. Nacogdoches is one of the oldest towns in Texas, tucked into the pine forests of East Texas, about 140 miles north of Houston. The cost of living here is 20% below the national average. Housing costs run 24% below average. Groceries are 5% cheaper. Healthcare, 1% cheaper. And Texas has no state income tax. 0. Stephen F. Austin State University sits right in the heart of Nacogdoches, bringing free or low-cost cultural events throughout the year. The university also offers affordable healthcare options through its campus clinics and affiliated medical centers. Retirees who have moved here describe the pine forest landscape, the friendly small-town culture, and the fact that their grocery bills dropped almost immediately after arriving. For a senior on a fixed income, Nacogdoches gives you Texas-sized value without Texas-sized prices. Town number 4, Beckley, West Virginia. Gulfport, Mississippi. When most people think Gulf Coast retirement, that means the same beachfront lifestyle that costs $3,000 a month in Florida can realistically be done in Gulfport for under $800 in rent. Mississippi is also one of the most tax-friendly states in America for retirees. Social Security income, not taxed. Most pension income, not taxed. No estate tax. No inheritance tax. And the healthcare access is solid, with Memorial Hospital Gulfport and easy access to the larger medical centers in nearby Biloxi. Waterfront living. Tax-free retirement income. Rent under $800. Gulfport deserves to be on every retiree shortlist. Town number 5, Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. Town number 5, Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. This one is special. Breaux Bridge sits along Bayou Teche in St. Martin Parish, Louisiana, about 10 miles from Lafayette. They call it the crawfish capital of the world. And they mean it. But beyond the festivals and the Cajun food, and the live Zydeco music on weekends, the numbers here are extraordinary. Median home values hover around $185,000. The overall cost of living runs significantly below the national average. And Louisiana does not tax Social Security income. Seniors in Louisiana aged 65 and older can exclude up to $12,000 of retirement income from state taxes each year. For a married couple, that is $24,000 that the state simply does not touch. Oxnard St. Martin Hospital is right there in town. Lafayette's larger medical centers are 10 minutes away. And the lifestyle. Kayaking Bayou Teche in the morning. Fresh crawfish for lunch. Live Cajun music in the evening. It is not just affordable. It is genuinely, richly alive. Town number 6, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Spartanburg, South Carolina. South Carolina has quietly become one of the smartest retirement moves in America. And Spartanburg, a city of about 38,000 people, in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, is its best-kept secret. Social Security income is not taxed in South Carolina, and seniors receive a $15,000 deduction on all other retirement income. Property taxes are among the lowest in the entire country. Spartanburg sits 1 hour from Charlotte, 1 hour from Asheville, and just minutes from the Blue Ridge Parkway. The downtown has been significantly revitalized, with restaurants, music venues, and a strong arts community. Local hiking trails wind through the foothills. Outside your door, Lovell's Creek Lake is minutes away, for quiet afternoons by the water. And the cost of living here sits comfortably below the national average, with rents that make your dollar go meaningfully further than in almost any comparable city. Town number 7, Valley City, North Dakota. Spartanburg, South Carolina. South Carolina has quietly become one of the smartest retirement moves in America. And Spartanburg, a city of about 38,000 people, in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, is its best-kept secret. Social Security income is not taxed in South Carolina, and seniors receive a $15,000 deduction on all other retirement income. Property taxes are among the lowest in the entire country. Spartanburg sits 1 hour from Charlotte, 1 hour from Asheville, and just minutes from the Blue Ridge Parkway. The downtown has been significantly revitalized, with restaurants, music venues, and a strong arts community. Local hiking trails wind through the foothills. Outside your door, Lovell's Creek Lake is minutes away, for quiet afternoons by the water. And the cost of living here sits comfortably below the national average, with rents that make your dollar go meaningfully further than in almost any comparable city. U.S. News ranked Fort Wayne as the single most affordable city to retire in America in their 2025 report. Let me say that one more time. The most affordable city to retire in America. Fort Wayne is a mid-sized city with easy access to hospitals, Purdue University, a beautiful riverfront trail, multiple parks, and a genuinely active arts community. The Fort Wayne Museum of Art offers free admission every Thursday evening and senior discounts every other day of the week. The Allen County Public Library has one of the most highly regarded genealogy research centers in the country, a popular destination for retired history enthusiasts. Indiana does not tax Social Security income, and the average rent in Fort Wayne remains well below the national average, making it genuinely possible to live a full, engaged, comfortable life here on a Social Security income alone. No commute, no mortgage stress, just a real city with real amenities at a price that actually makes sense for the way you want to live now. Town number 7, Valley City, North Dakota. Here is the bottom line. 8 towns, 8 real places, 8 different versions of the same truth. You do not have to accept a housing market that was never designed to serve retirees on fixed incomes. You do not have to watch 33 cents out of every dollar you earned disappear into a landlord's pocket every single month. Whether it is the river walks of Danville, the Gulf Coast breezes of Gulfport, the Cajun music of Breaux Bridge, the mountain air of Spartanburg, or the flat, wide, affordable sky of Valley City, there is a place on this list that matches who you are and what you need. The money you save on housing is the money you spend on the life you actually came here to live. If this video gave you something useful today, please give it a like. It makes a real difference for this channel. And hit subscribe, because every single week, we bring you real numbers, real towns, and real strategies for living well on less, wherever you are in life. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.